What's going on, fellas? So by the end of this video, you'll know and you should know exactly how to confidently and naturally approach a woman without giving off weird vibes. So the things I'm going to show you today is going to help you come off and appear and be actually more confident and approachable, so you'll be able to start a conversation without being creepy. All right, G, because this is most guys' problems. It's not looks maxing. It's not body game. It's not any of that. Most of the time, it's social skills. All right, fellas, and that's what we're going to work on today. So take notes and pay attention. Now, let's talk about why some guys come off as creepy. All right, if you look at surveys, G, all right, and I ain't talking shit. This is real life. If you look at surveys and polls and most reels on social media, you will hear most women say that most men, I want to say the number is about 90% of men are unattractive. Now, this is the problem that I have with that. When I look around the world today, I'm not going to say it's most men, but there are a lot of men, a large contingent amount of men who have stepped their game up when it comes to looks, when it comes to money, when it comes to status. All right, fellas, but the problem is a lot of guys are still weird and creepy. Why? Because the rise of social media, nobody talks anymore. So the level of social skills that people have is at an all-time low. All right, fellas. So I'm going to give you some cues and some weird vibes that you're giving off. But this is the biggest reason why men lack social skills and they come off as creepy. See, when I was growing up, G, we didn't have phones really. Yeah, we had little Nokia phones, but the best thing we could do on it is play the game Snake. And most of you guys don't even know what Snake is, G. Or we might play Tetris from time to time. So we had to go walk up to a woman to get her number. We couldn't swipe right or left. So we were very aware of these negative body language cues that I'm about to explain. All right, fellas, and the reason why we were aware, because this was make or break for us. See, you guys can just swipe right, build a little rapport online, go meet the chick, and half the work is done. But in my day, speaking like an old man, but in my day, you had to go walk up to a woman and riz her up. All right, fellas, and if you ain't say the right stuff, or if you came off as a weirdo, you were out of there. You had one chance. And why did you have one chance? Because you probably didn't see her again. All right, fellas? You couldn't go find her on Facebook. There was no Facebook. Now, since we talked about why guys are creepy, let me show you one thing. All right, fellas? Talk about nervous body language. Before you open your mouth, a woman is scanning you and analyzing you and judging you based on how you stand, how you walk, how you sit, how you approach her, how tall you stand. All right, fellas, this makes a big difference. And some of you guys don't understand this and don't want to accept this. So even if you look good, let's say she see you from across the room and you're a 10 to her. But when you approach her like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Nice to meet you. Like your head's tilted to the side. You got closed off body language. You look small. You shrink as you're approaching her. This is unattractive as hell. One of the things a lot of you guys need to work on, G, and I see this all the time when I see people talking in public. You need to open up your body when you're talking to a woman. Face her. Don't turn to the side. That makes you look like you're avoiding her and you don't want to fully engage, and it makes you look nervous when it's coming from a man. See, if a woman walks up to you nervous like this with her head tilted to the side, you gonna think it's cute. She thinks it's unattractive. All right, fellas, and women are repulsed by nervous body language, so you gotta stop it. Walk up to women, walk up to women like you're that guy. Even if you are nervous, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you see a woman and she's bad and you don't want to mess up because you might not see her again, or you don't know what to say and you don't want to miss your opportunity, I get it. You might be nervous, and we ain't about to get into how you should overcome your fear or nothing like that. I'm just saying, G, walk like you're that guy. Walk like you're not scared. Walk up to her like you know what you're doing. Big chest, shoulders back. This is gonna give off a confident vibe, so she at least thinks you're not scared, even if you are. All right, G. So this is one of the few times I tell you to fake it till you make it. Even if you're not confident, walk like you are. It'll make you feel more confident if you walk like you are. Next thing. All right, fellas. Overthinking. This one right here, guys, this is the devil. All right, fellas, this is a disease and a sickness that too many men have. As soon as they see a chick that they like, they immediately go through this plethora of negative thoughts. All the potential downsides of what can happen in this interaction. Gee, if you've been watching me for a while, you know my rule, my 3-second rule. Fellas, if you see a woman, and you need to practice this is like shock therapy. If you see a woman and you're attracted to her and you want her, you do not need to analyze it. You got 3 seconds. Soon as you see her and you notice you want her, your brain tells you that you want her, count to 3. And within those 3 seconds, you should already be walking up to her to go approach her. See, some of you guys too cool for your own good. Most of you guys are not that guy. All right, fellas. So women are not going to approach you most times. So you got to go walk up to them. But if you're overthinking, you will end up being a victim to paralysis by analysis. All right, fellas, if you don't know what that means overthinking to the point where you don't even make a move. All right, fellas, so the 3-second rule, all this is about, my homeboys actually came up with this and we built this rule together. All the 3-second rule is about is making a damn move and not being a bitch. All right, fellas, if you overthink, if you stay in your mind long enough, remember I tell you guys all the time, your mind is a terrorist. Your mind wants to work against you all the time. Your mind is always directing you to the least passive resistance. And the least passive resistance most times when it comes to approaching a woman is not approaching her. Because if you don't approach her, you avoided all possible negative consequences that you done conjugated up in your mind. All right, fellas, so it's a safer route. So I understand. But you got to stop doing this because a lot of men miss so many opportunities. And even if they go to approach the woman, because they overthink, they end up doing this. They end up suffering from hesitation. So because you overthink, you got all these other thoughts in your mind other than just enjoying a conversation with the chick or getting to know the chick or just simply saying hi and introducing yourself. Because you got all these thoughts, you hesitate. What do I say? I wonder if she don't like me. I wonder if I'm her type. Gee, that's the wrong thoughts that's going through your head. You should be approaching women with the notion and the thought and the theory of, I want to see if this is the type of chick that I can deal with. That should be your thought. If you go with that notion and that theory, you will have way more confidence. Because what it is you're qualifying her other than you acting like you going up to a job interview, G. Or you auditioning for some role or something. And that's what a lot of guys feel like they auditioning for some movie role when they go to approach a woman. Gee, it's not that deep. Most women, if they're attracted to you and you just don't be creepy, you will get her every time. All right, fellas, they're human beings. They're nothing special. They're not enough to have to overthink before you go approach them. Now, yes, you can say something dumb and you can say something that can turn her off, but that's different. I'm talking about just avoiding these simple things right here. All right, fellas, you will do 10 times better. Your results won't be stellar and they won't be top notch because you got to learn game, but at least you won't get rejected. All right, fellas, to the point to where a woman look at you as a loser or a creep, or you get a sexual harassment case just for saying hi. All right, guys? Next thing a lot of men do is they focus too much, and this is why you overthink too. You focus too much on the outcome. All right, remember I said, you're not going to get every woman. Your batting average is not going to be 100%. Sometimes you're going to swing as hard and as accurate as you can, and you're going to miss. It is what it is. Sometimes you're just not her type. Sometimes it's bad timing. Sometimes she got a boyfriend. Sometimes she got her own stuff going on and she probably celibate, which is less likely. But you know what I mean, fellas, bad timing. So you're not going to get every woman. So if you're focused on the outcome, that's going to mess up your performance. It's like if you played any sports and you going into the game, let's say you play football and you running out on the field. And the first thing you do, you run out on the field, you look at the scoreboard. It says 0-0, G. The game ain't even start yet. You look up at the scoreboard and you can already imagine you losing. And you coming up in your head about all these scenarios about how the game can go bad and how your team can lose. So you lost before you even started. So this is the problem of focusing too much on the outcome. You can't even enjoy the experience. I guarantee you, G, if you focus more on enjoying the experience of just talking to a woman, it's like if you in a relationship with a woman, bro. If you just enjoy the time that you got with her, G, you will have better outcomes. The chick will like you better because you will be more comfortable and you will be more natural and you will be more yourself versus trying to think of some pickup lines. Because this is the honest truth, G, and I'm going to say this real quick. Disclaimer. If you're that guy and you're working on yourself and you look good and you got social skills and you taking care of yourself, G, you ain't got to make up no dumb shit to say. You are your game. I say this all the time. That's why it's called body game. Most time the chick gonna like you just by your presence and your aura. So you don't have to think of no dumb shit to say just to get her to like you. All right, fellas. Now, there is a certain thing as a mouthpiece, which I recommend you develop. But guys, you're putting too much attention on the wrong things, and this is killing your attraction. And it's also making you look thirsty, G. Okay, now I'm gonna get into some stuff on how to actually approach a woman. Not gonna tell you what to say. All right, G. What to say is gonna be based on a few things. So one of the things you guys need to do, all right, fellas, is you need to read the room. All right, fellas, and this is gonna take awareness, guys. It depends on where you are, who's around, the setting, the mood, and that's going to determine how or even if you do approach a woman. All right, guys, I'll give you an example. So one of the best places to approach a woman, and a lot of guys try to avoid it, and the only reason why is because they don't know how to do it. Because really, it is one of the best places, G. It's one of the most relaxed places you can do it, and that's at the gym. So many guys make excuses why they can't approach women at the gym. Now, fellas, focus on your workout. And that's what I'm about to explain to you today. But guys, read the mood. Read the setting of the room. So I remember one time I was working out, G. I was like in the middle of my session. I think I'm doing back and chest. I'm in the middle of my session and I see a chick that I like. Now, obviously, I'm in the middle of my session. So I'm not about to stop my workout just for no chick. We made eye contact. We smiled at each other and I continued my workout. Now, what some guys do is they'll stop their workout and go approach the chick. Or they'll stop their work, and there's nothing wrong with that. Or they'll stop their workout and start overthinking and giving the chick validation, looking back at her. He can't focus on his workout no more, and she can see that. All right, fellas. Now, that may not be a problem, but I'll tell you a better thing to do. And what I did, I actually finished my workout. I could have went over there to go approach her, and I probably would have got it. But what I decided to do was finish my workout because I wanted to show her that my workout comes first. So I walked up to her as I'm walking out the door and I introduced myself and I told her I thought she was beautiful and I would have felt bad if I would have left the gym without telling her she was beautiful. And she smiling, she cheesing, she blushing. Oh my God, thank you so much. And then we had a short conversation and I got her number and I left. All right, fellas, so it's a lot of things that I signaled to her when I did that. When I didn't go immediately rush and approach her as soon as she smiled at me, that signaled to her that I got things to do. I'm on my purpose. Now, I'll come talk to you when I'm done, but I'm on my purpose right now. All right, so you're second to this. And that starts off the dynamic. Now, I'm still going to make a move. All right, G, but I'm at the gym. Read the room. I'm going to focus on my workout first because that's what I'm here for. All right, fellas. Now, another thing you need to pay attention to about reading the room is a woman's body language. All right, guys. Now, if a woman is closed off, if you walk up to her and you immediately see her get closed off and you can immediately see that she doesn't want to be approached, G, you got to pay attention and stop pushing. All right, fellas, at some point, know when you lost. All right, and know when to throw in the towel and know when to say thank you, have a great day, nice to meet you. Simple as that. But a lot of you guys be trying to save face when you don't have anything there. This is why you look creepy, and this is why a lot of guys been getting cases over the past few years. Because you keep pushing, and you have no social awareness, and you can't rely on social cues that a woman don't want you. Or she's neutral to you, and you got to build some rapport before you just ask her out on a date, G. All right, fellas, some of you guys, when you first meet a woman, you automatically want to take her out. Gee, get her number first, then schedule a date. Because if you approach a woman in like a public place, when it's reading the room, G, in like a public place with a lot of people around, she's probably less likely to want to accept any type of invitation, especially if she's around a bunch of strangers that she don't know because she don't know you. So the best thing to do, if you want to save face, is get her number, take her out away from all those people, and text her, and then schedule a date, and then ask her out. But some of you guys don't pay attention at all. So you gotta be aware. All right. But one of the biggest things you need to do, fellas, is be present. Stop focusing on the outcome. Stop focusing on if a woman is going to say no. This is going to change your whole aura if you are focusing too much on what can happen or what won't happen, or all the reasons why she will reject you or not like you, or why you possibly not her type. This is going to project in your energy when you approach her, and women can feel this, G. So easy fix, G, is to just practice talking to women. How you get better at doing something is by doing it. Simple as that. Just like anything in life, if you want to get good at anything in life, you gotta do it. But talking to women, guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's a skill. It's social skills. So the more you do it, the more you're gonna get better. The less you do it, the less chances you're gonna be able to execute that skill when it's needed. All right, fellas. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Share this with a homeboy that this will help out. All right, fellas. It's your boy KD. We out here, baby.